the one, the only Benzion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Benzion. Today's daf is Sotah, daf Yud Ches, number 18. I want to focus on a question that the article did not really answer, had trouble answering. The Mishnah on the bottom of Yechem and Aleph says, Al-Mahi Omeres Amen Amen. Pasuk Chav Beis in the Parsha of Sotah. It says, the woman says Amen Amen. Now, saying Amen once may understand, but Amen Amen twice, what is she repeating the word Amen for? So there's two different opinions in the Mishnah. The Tanakhama says Amen al Allah, Amen al Shvuah. Like we learned in the previous Gemara. Not only does he make you take a shvuah that you didn't commit adultery, but also he includes a curse within it. If you did commit adultery, you will be cursed. You will die with the Sotah. So one amen is for the shvuah, one amen is for the Allah. Fine, that answers the question. What's going on? The Mishnah continues. Amen mizeh, amen mishacher. You can also make her take a shvuah. Right? Amen, that I didn't commit adultery with this man that my husband warned me with. And not only did I not commit adultery with him, but I could also make my wife swear that she committed adultery with another man, even one that I didn't warn her about. Amen shalos yarusa, amen asua, right? Not only with this man that now we're married, I told you don't so cool with this man, but maybe also you're with this man or a different man during Erison, and you didn't commit adultery. Make like a shvuah. Shomeres yavam meknusa. Mishnah continues on top of the base, right? If he's the yavam, not only after the yibam, but even before Shomeres yavam, did you commit adultery? Amen shlonit mesi, even in mesi avobi, and then basically it's a summary of what we said before. Amen shvuah that I didn't commit adultery, and if I did commit adultery, then you're taking amen on the Allah, on the curse. So the end really is a repetition of the first line. But what's going on in the middle? We have three clauses in the Mishnah in the middle, which seem to say amen, a different explanation than the first and last. So first and last are really the same thing. One is for the Allah, one is for the shvuah, and then amen mizem mishacher. What's going on? I mean, arusa and asuan, and the Gemara in Masechus Kedushin learns from our Mishnah the concept of Gilgal Shvuah, right? How can you make her take a Shvuah on a different man, right? We learned in the first Mishnah, the Masechta, you need kinoi and steer. You need a warning, right? Only on one man you have a warning. You can't. How can you make her take a Shvuah on a different man that you didn't commit adultery with a different man, or you didn't commit adultery during Erison, right? There was no warning over there. How is that included over there? Remember Gilgal Shvuah, that once you take a Shvuah on one thing, you can redirect and add on to the shvuah something similar. First of all, how can that be? And second of all, it's seemingly a different explanation than amen al Allah, amen al shvuah. So I think you can answer both questions with one idea over here. The reality is amen al Allah, amen al shvuah. And what amen is going when the Kohen says, "Did you commit adultery?" She says, "Shvuah, I swear that I didn't commit adultery with this man." And then Allah, he says, if you did commit adultery, you will be cursed, right? Your belly will swell and your thigh will fall and you'll, basically die a disastrous death. That also, she's agreeing to that. And that's, she's agreeing to. Now, when the Gemara usually learns Gilgal Shvuah, it's learning on the part of Shvuah, not on the part of the Allah, right? For example, when he makes her swear, right? And she commits to that. So, mizeh, she's agreeing to the curse, right? Not just a shvuah, to the curse. Both, the shvuah and the curse. Mishacher, she can only agree to the shvuah. You can't have a curse, right? The water can't test her on something that there was no kinoi on. It has to be kinoi, it has to be a warning. So even though the Mishnah says, mishacher, that's only like the Gemara Kedushin Gilgal Shvuah. On the shvuah, not Gilgal Allah. You can't magalgal the curse. And in fact, if she did not commit adultery with this man, who he warned her about, but she committed adultery with someone else, she has violated her shvuah, right? If she lies about it, but she will not, presumably, she will not die a disastrous death from the Sotah, even though he can warn her. All the Gemara and Kedushin learning from this is Gilgal Shvuah. That's what the Mishnah says. One amen is for the shvuah, and we learn from the Mishnah, right, that one is for the shvuah, and one is for the Allah. Right, amen is not telling you one is for ish zeh, one is for ish acher. It's really just an explanation. One is for the Allah, one is for the shvua, right? And it's telling you the different nature of the Allah and the shvua. The curse is only me'ish zeh, that is warned. Only the man that you were married to. But why a separate pasuk for the shvua? It tells you there's a difference between the Allah and the shvua. The shvua is limited. The Allah is limited to the person that was warned, because only the punishment of Sotah is only one you're warned about. But why include a second amen? To tell you that the shvua also is distinct from the Allah. How is it distinct from the Allah? Right? It's not just the shvua, I didn't, right? Because really it's just basically adding on. The Allah is just adding on. Shvua is, I didn't commit adultery. I swear I didn't commit adultery. If I did commit adultery in the Allah, you don't really need a main for both of those. If that's all it was possible, just to make her take a shvua from the man that he warned her about, it would just say amen one time, and amen would go on the shvua sheyesh ima Allah, right? Included is the shvua, and if you violate the shvua, you get a punishment. The fact that it says amen twice tells you that there's two distinct parts over here. You can have a shvua sheyesh ima Allah, which is the man you were warned about, and also a second talk about you can magagel the shvua, right? There's a concept of a shvua without an Allah, right? That's not connected to the Allah. Who is that? That's ish acher, someone you weren't warned about, where the Allah is not possible. It's not possible to get the punishment for someone you weren't warned with, or from the erisin. You weren't warned about the erisin. Only the suin you were warned about. The erisin you weren't warned about. So that's why amen. It's really an explanation. Amen. The second amen is telling you the shvua that's distinct from the Allah. Shvua that where there's not possible a curse. It's something else, and that's really basically what the Tanakh is saying. It is one is amen on the curse, which includes a shvua from the man you're warned about, and the second amen is to tell you there's a concept of shvua distinct from the Allah, which does not have to be, which is the source of Gilgal shvua. You can Gilgal shvua, only the shvua, not the Allah. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.